Now on Central Illinois Newsday, positivity coming out of Peoria High School, the group that's now working to change the school's image after recent fights. Then,
have you ever paid someone with dessert? I have, and it was welcomed with open arms. Stick around for the story, and the sweetest
Central Illinois Newsday on WMVD starts now.
First this afternoon, a crash between a Peoria public school bus and an SUV has left several students and the driver recovering, and the occupants of the other vehicle fighting for their lives. Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Shelby Roberts. Rebecca Brumfield is off today. That crash happened at the intersection of Jefferson and Bryan Streets around 6 last night. Peoria Public School spokesperson Thomas Brooks says that there were about 10 students on board that bus at the time of the crash. We're told some of the students did get bruises and cuts, but nothing serious. Some did go to the hospital, while others were taken from the scene by their parents. Brooks says that the driver of that bus does have minor injuries and did go to the hospital as a precaution. But police do tell us that the 4 people inside of the SUV suffered serious injuries, some even life-threatening. We're still working to learn what caused that wreck. In the Twin Cities now, dozens of community members in Uptown Normal coming together to remember Jelani Day. But those same community members are also expressing their frustrations with the town for removing a painted poster of Day last week. That painting was put up after Day's body was identified. The town of Normal took down that painting because it was a code violation, they say. Last night, more than 60 community members say they want justice and more respect for the Illinois State University grad student's memory. Town officials tell us that they're working with ISU to find a more permanent place for the poster, and they say they want input from Day's family on it. But some also say taking it down was disrespectful. Others say racist.
I, along with the many hundreds, many thousands of black students on Illinois State University's campus, feel completely unsafe. The disrespect given to Jelani Day's family, to Jelani Day himself, if that's the normal that we have to live in, that's not the normal that I want to be a part of.
The town of Normal regrets that its actions have been misconstrued in that manner, because certainly the actions that the town took last week to preserve the tribute were with the intentions of being as respectful as possible and the understanding of an emotional time in our community.
And that tribute is currently displayed at a window at 104 East Buford until it's taken to ISU for Jelani Day's memorial. His body was found in the Illinois River on September 4th, but was not positively identified until September 23rd. Also in the Twin Cities, Rivian going public, but the company's IPO filings show that it lost about $1 billion in 2020. With 48,390 pre-orders of its pickups and sport utility vehicles, $1,000 deposits were placed on each vehicle ordered. The cars range from $65,000 to $68,000, according to the SEC. In Normal, production of Rivian's pickup truck started in September, and the company's plan on commercializing SUVs and electric vehicles in December. But with all the money depleted this past year, is that a gain or a loss? We asked a local financial advisor about that move.
When a new company like this starts out, that is normal that they will burn through some cash. If you compare it to Tesla went public in 2010, and it wasn't until the first quarter of 2020 that they actually showed a profit.
And Daryl Daggett says it'll take a few years until Rivian sees a profit, but Rivian still plans on producing 150,000 vehicles every year, with hopes to expand to 200,000 by 2023. There's a new assistant chief of police in Peoria now. Captain Bradley Dixon has been promoted to that position. Dixon started his career with PPD as a police officer back in 2001. He's held other positions in the force, including Patrol, Special Investigations Division, Criminal Investigations Division, Special Response Team, and multiple violent crime task forces. He takes on this new role after the departure of former Peoria Assistant Police Chief Doug Theobald, who has retired. In other news, the Peoria Public School District is spearheading a new program to get ahead of the lifeguard shortage from this past summer. Our own Shabda Dinesh shows us how students are learning to become lifeguards.
Peoria Public Schools is diving into a new program. This past summer, there was a major shortage for lifeguards. Now, through the Earn While You Learn lifeguard program, students will receive training to pass the lifeguard certification test and get paid while doing it.
We're trying to increase the number of lifeguards, certified lifeguards for the Park District, as well as increase the number of African American males and females into lifeguarding for the Park District and Peoria area.
Reginald Pete Thomas is leading the program.
I was a lifeguard myself, and for many years there were very few people that looked like me.
The goal to establish a pipeline for high school students to be employed in the aquatics division of the Peoria Park District. Students who signed up say they are looking forward to gaining skills and having fun.
Seemed like the best thing out there, and it seemed kind of fun.
Well, I signed up for this program because I thought it'd be cool, and also I just want to help people out. I hope that I can gain the skills I need to, save someone if need be, and also, just be a better swimmer.
Thomas says the skills learned go beyond the pool.
Say you're in a different situation and someone stopped breathing, or someone has a heart attack, something like that. You're familiar with how to use the AED, how to use the ambu bag, and things like that to help resuscitate the person or get that heart back beating to resuscitate.
In Peoria, Shabnam Danesh, WMBD News.
In other news, Governor J.B. Pritzker has signed an executive order to ensure the minimum wage for people with disabilities. The governor's order prohibits state agencies from entering contracts with vendors who pay workers with disabilities a sub-minimum wage. Contracts with current vendors will also be renegotiated to come up to the standard. That involves about 35 contracts. A group of Peoria High students coming together to spread positivity. WMBD's Demetrius Sanders shows us why the Peoria High Pride team tells us they want the school to be known for so much more than recent fights.
When fights broke out at Peoria High on September 17th, some students say how their school was betrayed afterwards couldn't be further from the truth.
It just doesn't define us as a whole. That's just a small number of the students that are in the school.
Members of the Peoria High Pride team, a group of teachers and students dedicated to spreading Lion pride, are working to change the narrative.
We're obviously making a voice to show that we are better than what happened that Friday.
The Pride team, consisting mostly of juniors and seniors, volunteers throughout Peoria High, including setting up pep assemblies and other school events. Students say another organization, No Greater Heroes, allows them to visit middle and elementary schools to encourage younger children.
We show them that, like, growing up, you don't have to be what everybody expects you to be. We can just be your own self, your own version, be the best version of yourself.
And members say they've seen how their leadership role has inspired others.
A kid asks me every day, how did I join the Pride team? What can I do? It's a good community to be around.
And moving forward, the group says they hope to show exactly what their motto says.
Pride team, we were trying to make it known to everybody that Pride really does beat negativity. Like, that's our main slogan this year, like, with everything that's going on.
In Peoria, Demetrius Sanders, WMBD News.
It's great to see that. In a consumer alert now, even though Black Friday is a little less than 2 months away, the nation's largest online retailer has great deals for you now. Amazon customers are now able to find many Black Friday worthy discounts across the entire store, from toys to fashion to home and beauty. Major brands are partnering with Amazon for limited time deals through October into November. This comes as Amazon gets ready for another very busy holiday season, rolling out new features for Prime members, including ways to ship gifts to fellow Amazon customers, even if you don't know their address. Children around the world are still suffering from some serious mental health issues from the COVID-19 pandemic. That's according to a new report from UNICEF. The Child Protection Agency is calling on governments everywhere to do more to help. CBS's Tina Kraus reports from London.
Your name? Class is back in session for millions of kids around the world, and the United Nations Children's Fund says there's a crucial lesson to be learned from COVID.
To prioritize mental health, because investing in mental health can be life-saving for individuals and for our children.
A new report from UNICEF says disruption to education, recreation, and routines is leaving many young people feeling afraid, angry, and concerned for their future. Psychiatrists report a rise in cases of anxiety, eating disorders, and suicidal thoughts.
47,000 adolescents are dying from suicide every year, and that is a staggering number.
UNICEF says globally, only about 2% of government health budgets go toward mental health. That's less than $1 per person in some of the poorest nations.
We are calling for policies within schools that protect and address mental health issues amongst children and adolescents.
The pandemic prompted France to offer free therapy sessions for children. England set up 24/7 crisis hotlines that have received more than 3 million calls since lockdowns began. UNICEF says it may take years to expose the pandemic's full mental health impact on young people. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
You're watching Central Illinois Newsday with Rebecca Brumfield and meteorologist Adam Sherwinski with your local weather authority forecast. This is Central Illinois Newsday on WMB.